evolution of tornado footage. Really interested to see what we got with this video and check out some tornadoes. Before we do get into this, I appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's just straight into this and check out some tornadoes.
Tornadoes are fascinating. They can be both beautiful and terrifying and tragic all at the same time. They are definitely, as Rusty from Twister says, the wonder of nature.
Bro, that's so
And what does he mean by that? The wonder of nature. Well, seeing a tornado is kind of like seeing a ghost. There's actually that stereotype that if the tornado sirens go off, people actually run to the porch with their camcorder or smartphone rather than go to the basement. Full disclaimer, you should go to the basement if the tornado sirens are going off.
Bro, that's the problem with tornadoes, man. Like, they're so cool to look at, but they're so dangerous. Like, they're scary, man.
Don't film, go to the basement. But who was the first to go on their porch and film a tornado? In fact, who was the first to take a photo? First painting? First mention? These are all things that we are going to discuss in today's video on the evolution of tornado footage.
Yo, that'd be trippy.
You know me, I love my charts.
Okay. Yo, imagine seeing a tornado for the first time ever. You have no clue what it is. Bro, imagine what's going through your head. That you have no clue what it is. It's just a... Yo, that'd be scary, bro. Oh, this is gonna be good.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe for more tornado content.
Link in description.
That's all we do here. Mostly, we do other stuff too. But if you like tornadoes, if you're a tornado nerd like me, you should be subscribed. All right, let's get into the video. Phase 1, early history.
Wait, how far back are we going?
Okay, before we get to photos and videos, what is the oldest mention? Well, before tornadoes were called tornadoes, they were called cyclones. And before they were called cyclones, they were called whirlwinds. Now, there's actually several mentions of whirlwinds in the Hebrew Bible. None of them are specific enough to be definitively what we call a tornado.
When your terror comes like a storm and your destruction comes like a whirlwind.
Today, perhaps the earliest depiction of a tornado comes from the famous Greek philosopher Aristotle, who in 350 BC, from a series of books called Meteorologica, or simply Meteorology, Aristotle describes tornadoes as the spiral which descends to the earth and drags with it the cloud which it cannot shake off. It moves things by its wind in the direction in which it is blowing in a straight line.
Yo, you would think like back in the day, bro, like let's think like really far back now. You'd think some witch is like controlling it, bro, or like some magic stuff's happening.
It whirls round by its circular motion and forcibly snatches up whatever it meets. We're talking about tornadoes here.
Look at that.
Straight line, destroys everything in its path. Definitely a tornado. Moving ahead about 400 years, we come across a man by the name of Pliny the Elder, who, by the way, is like the grandfather of encyclopedias. He said in his book, Historia Naturalis, which translates to natural history, that cloud which draweth water to it, as if it were a long pipe. So clearly, he's talking about that basic tornado shape.
Yo, look at these, bro.
Were a long pipe. So clearly...
Look at these. Like, this is like a pair of skinny legs. Bro, why is it there's so many?
He's talking about that basic tornado shape, keyword long pipe. Now, this wasn't just a tornado. It was specifically a water spout, which technically isn't a supercell level tornado, but beggars can't be choosers in these early days. Now, let's move ahead about 1400 years to Christopher Columbus, who also saw a water spout during his second voyage in 1495. A lot of the early descriptions of whirlwinds were indeed water spouts, because water spouts are actually pretty common, and obviously water travel was a major part of traveling and all that stuff back in the day. So, you know, you saw a lot of water spouts. Yo,
they definitely thought a demon was coming out of the ocean or something, bro, when they were seeing that. Yo, that'd be crazy, man.
But what about on the ground, legit Oklahoma level tornado? We're talking supercell tornado. What was the first mention of that? Well, Machiavelli, who lived between 1469 and 1527, described a tornado crossing Tuscany back in 1532. So that's probably a legit tornado. So we can talk about words and accounts all day long, but let's move on to the first actual depiction of a tornado. An argument can be made for a tapestry, which was part of a larger series of tapestries known as the Conquest of Tunis.
I see it right here. I see it. Yo, this is cool, like dating it back. Bro, I want to see like more of like transcripts of what they was describing tornadoes back then, because I find that interesting.
This originates way back to 1550. This tapestry features many different weather events, from rain and storms over the Iberian Peninsula. And what do we have here?
Tornado!
A great candidate for the first depiction of a tornado.
Wow.
This little cone rope tornado on the left side of this mountain. Pretty sweet. That's a legit tornado right there. So we have definitive proof that by at least 1550, some people were featuring tornadoes in their artwork. Now, that tapestry was dedicated to weather in general and to the landscapes in general, and it's huge. What was the first depiction of a tornado dedicated directly to that tornado? Well, about 40 years later, we come across a drawing of a tornado that hit the town of Augsburg, Germany.
Yo, isn't it mad how we had to get drawings back then because they are unable to take pictures? Like, they would literally genuinely be people, because of like the world we live in now, when something crazy happens, you'll know, right? There will be so many people back then that would have no clue what this thing is, that's headed towards them, that just looks so unnatural, bro. Like, even in today's world, when I see tornadoes, I'm like, what? How? Bro, like, don't look real. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's even dated as July 2nd, 1586. It was described as a threatening cloud that was on the ground for an hour and a half, and towards the end of its lifespan, the tail began to sharpen, and then the cloud went back up into the atmosphere. So we have an entire description of the tornado event itself from 500 years ago. That's pretty freaking sweet. Now we're moving on to phase 2, real images.
Oh, here we go. The first
but before we get to the first photo of a tornado...
Wait, why did I say photographer? Yo, that's my dyslexic tripping out, bro. Hey, listen. The first photographs, not photographers, photographs, okay? Boom.
But before we get to the first photo of a tornado, we gotta talk about some tornado damage photos, because we actually have photos of tornado damage before the actual first photograph of a tornado itself.
Right.
So I don't know what the specific first tornado damage photo is, but here's a picture of the aftermath of a tornado in 1870 in Iowa.
Wow.
It's not the highest quality of photos,
but you can
definitely make out some damage. Another early damage photo comes from 1878 in Connecticut, and we have many photos from the 1883 Rochester, Minnesota F5 tornado. Okay, so what's the first photo of a tornado? There's some debate. However, the first tornado photo is indeed the 1884 Garnett, Kansas tornado photo.
Yo, what the... Bro, this tornado is being like sucked away or something, dude. What's going on here?
Now, this photo appears to be of a moderately strength tornado, likely roping out, and it was taken by A.A. Adams. On the back, the description reads, April 25th around 5 p.m. Keep that in mind, April 25th around 5 p.m. However, if you look up oldest tornado photo on the internet, you're going to get a photo of this tornado. This is an F4 tornado near Howard, South Dakota. And
yo, that don't look right. That just looks so weird. Bro, everything about this looks weird. The tornado here, like what's above it? The mini ones coming out here either side, like pretty much nearly symmetrical. Yo, that's a trippy photo, bro.
South Dakota, and many people talk about this being the first tornado photo. However, this tornado occurred on August 28th, 1884. So that's 4 months after the Garnett, Kansas tornado photo. This is a great photo. Obviously, this is a stronger tornado. However, there's no doubt in my mind that the Garnett, Kansas photo is definitely the first tornado photo, assuming the dates are correct. Photos of tornadoes would slowly become more common in the late 19th century. A few examples of early tornado photos would be from July 13th, 1890 in Lake Gervais, Minnesota. Here's another photo of the first tornado photographed in North Dakota.
Yo, do you know what that looks like? That's like one of those spin blade things. You know the toys where like you put, is it called Beyblades? You spin it, bro. You pull the thing, and then this spins with the pointy thing at the bottom. That's what this looks like, bro.
In 1895. Here's one in Oklahoma from the same year. And the first Iowa tornado I could find was from 1899 in Kingley. This depiction of the 1893 Pomeroy, Iowa tornado might be the first example of a multi-vortex tornado, or perhaps a twin tornado.
Wow.
Many of us love to Photoshop tornadoes. I mean, I do it for my thumbnails. But a man going by Mr. Connor may have been the first. He would take this photo of a tornado and he would superimpose it onto different backgrounds. Look at these 4 photographs. They all feature the exact same tornado. However, this tornado is occurring in 4 different scenarios. So,
yo, why is this guy tricking us like this, man?
Probably our first tornado photoshopper. What's the first pretty high quality photo of a tornado? Well, the first high quality photo that I could find was from June 2nd, 1929 in Hartner, Kansas. Look, you can even see the bottom of the tornado tearing up the ground.
Yo, it don't look real, man. It just doesn't look... Bro, it's so big and thick. Wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that. That's massive, bro.
Great photo for sure. Well, now it's time to move on to phase 3, video.
Okay, now we're talking.
Unlike the Howard, South Dakota tornado, there's actually a few misconceptions out there. If you look up oldest tornado video or first tornado video, many people will point to the Corn, Oklahoma tornado in 1951.
Right.
And here's the footage of that specific tornado. I actually mentioned this as the first tornado video in a previous video of mine. However, the first actual tornado to be filmed comes from the British path, and it appears to be a thin rope tornado in Cuba in 1933. So about 20 years before the Corn, Oklahoma tornado. I will say that the Corn, Oklahoma tornado is way better quality, and it's the first video of an anti-cyclonic tornado.
Well, they both pick great quality, let's be honest now, but yeah, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better.
Which means it moves the opposite direction of like 99% of an anti-cyclone. Oklahoma tornado is way better quality, and it's the first video of an anti-cyclonic tornado, which means it moves the opposite direction of like 99% of other tornadoes.
Oh, okay.
The earliest tornado featured in a film has to go to The Wizard of Oz.
Bro, I was gonna say this is where I was first scared of tornadoes. Wizard of Oz, man. They actually scared me as a kid. I was gonna say this looked very familiar, but yeah, it's Wizard of Oz.
Tornado featured in a film has to go to The Wizard of Oz. It is possible that there was an earlier movie that featured a tornado, however, I could not find one. So if you know of one, be sure to let me know in the comments. But the Wizard of Oz tornado is absolutely amazing. This tornado was put together by head technician Buddy Gillespie. This tornado footage was so good that it was used in several other films. This includes the film High Barbary from 1947, which out the window uses the exact same footage from the Wizard of Oz. The first...
Yo, that's so cool. Yo, wait. But like, how did they even... Back then, how did they even create a fake tornado? Or is that a real tornado that's edited into this? No, it's gotta be fake, right?
In several other films.
I don't know.
This includes the film High Barbary from 1947, which out the window uses the exact same footage from The Wizard of Oz.
No, to be fair, that's definitely a fake tornado, bro. They can't move that quick, can they?
47, which out the window uses the exact same footage from The Wizard of Oz. The first depiction of buildings being torn apart has to go to the 1953 Warner Robins, Georgia tornado. A tornado video featured heavily on this channel. In the Warner Robins video, you can actually see homes being torn off their foundation. This video was way ahead of its time for how close it is to the actual tornado and for the amount of damage it captures. About 5 years later, we come across the first full-length tornado documentary, which features the entire lifespan of a tornado that hit Dallas, Texas on April 2nd, 1957. At least 10 people lost their lives in this specific tornado. Some of the video of the downtown being hit is very high quality. Moving ahead to the first tornado captured during a live broadcast. On April 3rd, 1964, a large F5 tornado struck the city of Wichita Falls, Texas. A city which is kind of a tornado.
Yo, what a crazy job, bro. Hey, what you doing today, man? Hey, we're sending you out to stand in front of an F5 tornado, man. Oh, yeah, sick.
Magnet. This tornado took the lives of 7 people and stayed on the ground for 35 minutes. KAUZ TV6 reported on the tornado from the ground, and this was the first live capture of a tornado. This footage also has an early example of a radar hook echo.
At this time, a little reminiscent of a situation we had here, I believe, back in the summer of, was it 1959, when Channel 6 made a television first by putting on the air live a tornado. Now,
finally, we get to the first helicopter footage. I couldn't find the actual video, but the first helicopter footage of a tornado occurred on May 22nd, 1981 by the Ranger 9 helicopter on KWTV in Clinton, Oklahoma. If anyone knows where this footage is, please let me know because I really want to see it. And finally, we are now in phase...
Oh wait, we don't actually have the video footage for that? Yeah, wait, why?
Footage is, please let me know because I will be in Clinton, Oklahoma. If anyone knows where this footage is, please let me know because I really want to see it. And finally, we are now in phase 4, the modern era.
Here we go. Yeah, yo, now there's tornado footage. Bro, there's so many. High quality, good quality, bad quality. There's people even going inside of tornadoes, man.
As video camcorders became more readily available in the 1980s and 90s, we start to see a lot more tornado footage, especially when it comes to amateur video. So bringing it back to the intro of this video, who really was the first person to go film a tornado rather than go to the basement? Well, sources say that Ted Rubble from Kalamazoo, Michigan, filmed the first amateur video of a tornado with his camcorder on May 13th, 1980. He stepped outside of the camcorder store and turned his camera and filmed the tornado drop from the sky. So this was the first amateur video. Home videos of tornadoes became way more common throughout the 80s. And
yo, honestly, if you're inside, you could miss that easy. I'm guessing it makes a lot of noise, right? And I don't know how far you would have to be. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna know if you're gonna get destroyed by a tornado.
90s. I want to mention a few notable examples of classic home tornado video.
You might not be aware, like let's say you're not near a phone or any electronics. Let's say like, I don't know, like you're in the bath. Yeah, you might be screwed.
Perhaps the most famous is the 1991 Andover McConnell Air Force Base footage. This video is absolutely ridiculous. Seriously, the tornado goes right in front of them. It's just insane. Another classic home video is the 1991 Gulf Lake, Minnesota tornado video. This video features some very famous quotes.
Oh, there goes Bob's boat. Well, I hope not. Whoa!
I hope not.
Get away from the windows. Whoa! Get away from the windows. Tree just blew over.
Hey, yo. You might want to get away, man. Listen, the video footage is all good, but you're in a tornado, bro. Yo, why'd you go to the windows?
Get away!
My favorite home video.
No, there's no way.
Tree just blew over. Get away from the windows! Get away!
Oh, they're crazy.
My favorite home video might be the 1998 Columbus, Nebraska tornado footage, which is just amazing. I love the quality. It looks scary beyond belief. A great piece of footage.
Oh my god, that's unreal.
Susan, get my pants.
Older tornado
Wait, what?
Susan, get my pants.
Bro, he's naked. He's naked recording it. He's like, Susan, get my pants. We're off.
Older tornado videos just kind of have a weird eeriness to them that I really enjoy. By the way, links for all these videos are in the description. Moving ahead in the evolution of tornado footage, we enter what I call the Discovery Storm Chasers era. This is my childhood right here. This is where we see the birth of celebrity storm chasers, including Reed Timmer, Sean Casey, and Tim Samaras. While filming and learning about tornadoes was the main goal of the Discovery Storm Chasing teams, there was a huge effort towards intercepting a tornado, aka capturing footage from inside a tornado. There were a few methods.
Oh wait, this is Wizard of Oz again. Yo, they gotta stop tripping me out with Wizard of Oz, man. I keep thinking it's real footage, dude.
In a tornado, aka capturing footage from inside a tornado.
I thought it was like inside an RV or something, bro.
Tornado. There were a few methods, one being a satellite dome camera left behind in the path. The other method being riding out the storm inside a tornado intercept vehicle. Sean Casey made...
That's a tank. That is a tank, bro.
Great effort in intercepting the storm with his TIV-2, and he was finally successful on May 27th, 2013, when the TIV-2 filmed the inside of a tornado in Kansas. Reed Timmer was able to film the inside of a tornado in Aurora, Nebraska on June 17th, 2009. There's also a few other early examples. Many have become well known from capturing tornadoes and uploading them to YouTube. Perhaps the best example is Pecos Hank, and I'm sure you've all heard of him. He's like the GOAT tornado YouTuber. There are other examples though. Reed Timmer has a great YouTube presence. Skip Talbot is one that should be mentioned, as well as Ryan Hall, y'all, who does tornado forecasting rather than tornado chasing. Tornado videos are becoming more and more common since people have smartphones and they carry a camera with them everywhere they go. So we're getting a lot.
Bro, why is that even picking up? Yeah, you guys was telling me, didn't like a massive tornado happen recently as well? I need to try and find footage of that. Bro, what?
Everywhere.
It's just, I don't even know what that is. Is it close? I don't know.
They go. So we're getting a lot more tornado videos from places like Europe and Asia. We've also entered the era of drones.
Oh my God,
has captured a lot of great tornado footage using a drone, as well as this YouTuber known as Morpie. Still hoping for that tornado drone intercept footage, so keep...
Yo, wouldn't the tornado just spin the drone and fly it off though?
An eye out for that. Well, there you have it. That's the evolution of the documentary.
It's really cool and interesting to check out the earlier footages of tornadoes and stuff. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.